causes of the conflict and work towards a peaceful and sustainable resolution. Immediate steps must be taken to alleviate the suffering of Gaza's residents, including the provision of humanitarian aid, access to essential services, and support for long-term reconstruction efforts. Ultimately, the fate of Gaza lies in the hands of those who have the power to effect change. It is incumbent upon political leaders, policymakers, and ordinary citizens alike to stand in solidarity with the people of Gaza and advocate for their rights and dignity. Only through collective action and unwavering commitment can we hope to bring an end to the cycle of violence and pave the way for a brighter and more hopeful future for all. Exploration and development efforts aimed at addressing the multifaceted crisis in Gaza must thoroughly examine the living conditions endured by its residents, the struggles they face, and the responses from the international community. Living conditions in Gaza are marked by severe challenges stemming from a combination of factors, including economic hardship, political instability, and geographical constraints. With over 2 million people crammed into an area of just 365 square kilometers, Gaza's population density is one of the highest in the world. This overcrowding places immense pressure on housing, infrastructure, and public services, resulting in inadequate living conditions for many residents. Access to basic necessities such as food, water, and electricity is severely limited in Gaza due to the blockade imposed by Israel and Egypt since 2007. The blockade restricts the movement of goods and people in and out of the territory, leading to shortages of essential items and hindering economic development. As a result, many families struggle to meet their daily needs, and reliance on humanitarian aid is widespread. Unemployment rates in Gaza are among the highest globally, with over half of the population out of work. The blockade has devastated Gaza's economy, stifled trade, and limited access to employment opportunities, leaving many families trapped in poverty. The lack of economic opportunities exacerbates social tensions and undermines prospects for long-term stability and development. The struggles faced by Gaza's residents are compounded by the ongoing conflict with Israel, which has resulted in widespread destruction and loss of life. Frequent outbreaks of violence, including airstrikes, bombings, and ground incursions, have devastated homes, schools, hospitals, and vital infrastructure. The psychological toll of living under constant threat of violence is immense, with many residents experiencing trauma, anxiety, and depression. International responses to the crisis in Gaza have been varied, ranging from humanitarian aid to diplomatic initiatives aimed at easing tensions and promoting peace. Humanitarian organizations provide essential assistance to Gaza's residents, including food, water, medical supplies, and shelter. However, these efforts are often hampered by access restrictions and funding shortages. Diplomatic efforts to resolve the conflict and address the root causes of the crisis have had limited success. Peace negotiations have been repeatedly derailed by violence and political deadlock, perpetuating a cycle of conflict and instability. The international community must continue to engage with all parties involved and work towards a sustainable solution that addresses the underlying grievances and promotes peace and prosperity for all.